in October. We'll pick up the ball.
And then, okay. Good morning, Rinpoche. Or good evening for you.
Good morning, everyone.
Tachitele, Rinpoche.
Tachitele Anla.
So I think we have a small group today.
Okay.
And Rinpoche, we were just talking about having, combining our groups for the future and just meeting on the second Sunday, if that works for you.
Okay, sure.
Great. So,
okay.
I think we're
so let's start with the prayer. Okay.
until enlightenment.
Yeah, you all written in English. Okay.
Okay.
Let's start with in English.
Until enlightenment, I go for refuge to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By the merits of listening to the teachings, may I achieve Buddhahood for the benefit of all sentient beings.
3 times, please. Dagi chuje ki byoso namgi chola benje sangye chubo aishu sangye chudan soge shunam la chinchu batu tani Dagi chuje ki byoso namgi chola benje sangye chubo aishu. Next page.
May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings never be separated from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment and anger that holds some close and others distant.
Okay.
Grant your blessings so that my mind may be one with the Dharma. Grant your blessings.
Grant your blessings to them and progress along the path. Grant your blessings so that the path may clarify confusion. Grant your blessings so that confusion may down as wisdom. Okay.
3 minutes of shamatha.
Okay. At this session, today we are going to meditate for 5 minutes about the sufferings. Last 2 times we have talked about truth of suffering. So there are 3 different kind of sufferings. One is sufferings of suffering, one changeable suffering, and final is perversion suffering. So 3 different suffer. So last time we talked about sufferings. So actually we have to focus on our Vipassana or that through breathing, we need some objective to focus attention. So we can focus on everything if available, like small Buddha statue in front of our forehead, like 4-inch, not bigger than, not small. If actually it's quite difficult to focus on small objective, like very small. But firstly, it is quite difficult to focus on very small, tiny. So don't bigger than like 4-inch. Buddha also then taking our breath. If we easily to breathe through our nose, I think many are focused on our breath is more easily compared to other. So when we get when we do breath, exhale and inhale, there's some feelings on the nose. Somebody has feelings on the chest, and somebody will feel on the stomach. So when you feel, it is all changeable, not permanent feelings there. So just focus, and when we breathe, when we feel some suffering, then we have to find out all the modality of our feel. Our feeling is modality. Sometimes is feel good, sometimes feel trouble, and sometimes center or not good, not bad. So is all the changeable. So same as our feelings, all the phenomena or the persons are also modality, changeable. All the nature of sufferings. Just focus on it. Just concentrate about the sufferings, or the cause of sufferings, or the effect caused to sufferings. Now what we suffer as same as all sentient beings are suffering or suffers and lots of negative traits. Every day, every morning to till night, we are accumulating lots of bad traits. So everybody, everyone wants to be happy and unwanted to be suffer. But we all are going through the cause of suffering. So to eliminate the sufferings, we must have to cultivate our compassion mind. And so only the compassion mind cannot attain the fully happiness. We must have friendship by the view of ultimate emptiness view. So we have to cultivate both views, compassion and wisdom. These two are very important. So we have to think. So our purpose to gathering here is to get ultimate happiness. And therefore, we need to compassion, bodhicitta, mind. Without this mind, we can't help for all sentient beings, even self. Without compassion and wisdom, we can't attain our self-attainment. So this is very important to initially beginning the teachings to motivate our mind into the compassion mind. We should have pray for every time. Right now we are all in the samsara, lots of busy, tough time. Now we don't have ultimate compassion, bodhicitta. We have ultimate true, but we have to pray. At least we can to pray. All the Buddhas pass through this way to get enlightenment. So as soon as I shall have Buddhi compassion mind in future life. We just have to pray every time to get. If we pray right now, there we can accumulate lots of habituals, and then we finally can get bodhicitta mind and all. Also, of course, the wisdom of emptiness is very important, which is called ultimate true. Okay, now the next one is shall I start my continue with my teachings? Is that okay?
Yeah.
So okay, so we are since last three sessions, we are still continue on Four Noble Truths, which is still on the suffering of truth of suffering. Because as I mentioned, first day the basic introduce of Four Noble Truths is very important. It is essential of to practice Buddhist view, Buddhist philosophy. So that's why I'm try to explicitly define on the Four Noble Truths, Four Noble Truth that Buddha has taught on the turn first well, first we first will Dharma, first will in the Varanasi, he's taught us Four Noble Truth. So our observation, our imagination, we want to all around by us are controlled by self. And sometimes we feel I need happy, but other people not be happy because of our attachment, our angry. Sometimes I can control. I feel we feel control all the four elements, but it is impossible. If till we change this mind of controllable all things, we will never get lasting happiness. Also, it is impossible to attainment all the things can be controlled by self. Then what can we do to get happy? This is we have to satisfy on this one. Firstly, we have to change ourselves, not to other. First self change. And also Shantideva has described, if all the land are full of bushes, bush hills, and we can't walk on it, bush. But we can't do all cover it. But if you want to go through this land on the bush, we have to keep ourselves a leather boot. We have to wear a leather boot and cross it. We can't take all cover it. So same as us. We can't get all the things what we need, but from self we can have to change our mind and have to satisfy what we have. So firstly, we can't eliminate all the other sentient beings' sufferings. And firstly, we have to eliminate ourselves on this suffering. Also, we have another mind. I don't have to depend on them. They should depend on me. we always think, or because we are shortage of knowledge about reality, both reality. Therefore, we think, why I have to depend on them? They should depend on me. That is one reason the increasing of the suffering. Some as here we got families having a family members. Husband say, I don't have to depend you. You should have depend me. View of this, then getting quarrels, argue, and unfriend. Then cause of this, we get unfriendly and break up, and like everything will happen. This is the real of our not view of reality, each other, interconnection reality. Sometimes they should have some different view. Sometimes why all the view and all the mind are not same, even in one house, husband and wife. But sometimes it happens, but it is impossible to all mind can be combined. These are different because of we are different born. Then when we get some quarrels, quarrel or argue, debate between the family, then start from ourselves. If he or if she don't depend on you, firstly start from yourself to depend on him, just excuse, and then it will be benefit to both of you, both of families, all of families. If we have tough mind and if we're still angry and why I always depend on him, he doesn't always depend on me, then this is unbeneficial to both. Then this calls for the disparate and spread of the family, cause for this family spread. Then how we have to change our satisfaction. For that's why we are gathering here, and is lots of revealed in the revealed with profound and was in the lots of scriptures. So here, if you go to without connection with scripture and religion, firstly, initially we have to find why this attachment is coming, why this wish and willing, how this all negative wish comes in our mind. We have to analyze. So we exaggerate and we find out the attribute of the objective, then we get the attachment and longing for it to get to us, to get to me. We are not analyzing the backside and negative view, a problem side, we are not analyzed about only for the attribute. So that's why we get more longing for it. If we find out if we seek the fault, and if we seek for the problem of the objective, this not only view of attribute. Wrong side, we have to view about wrong side of the object, not only attribute. Then we will aversion about it. We will get aversion to that object, what we most willing to get it. So if we have view of this, then it can control ourselves to attachment for this thing. Same as just one to seek only one side is not enough. Firstly, when I come to Dhamsala, if I analyze only about the weather, about here, so I will be aversion, or I dislike to come to here. But if we also seek for the best thing of the Dhamsala, not only weather, study, and all things, then we are willing to come. So we need to both wrong and attribute, both. Then that's why Buddha has taught we have to find out the lunar shepherdchas. So means we have to know sufferings. Now we have to understand sufferings, suffers. So everybody in this world, all are attachment with our body. We are surviving life to we are doing lots of things, and wealthy and name, reputation, and our body, mind, speech. So we think if we have reputation, good wealth, and healthy life, then we think we are happy. But is happy, of course, but it's also the nature for the suffering. If we have lots of wealth, then another people will be get jealous, jealous, and sometimes it happen to fight. Lots of things will be happen. Once we are telling this is the nature of suffering, because we have lots of habitual of all things are we are lack about the knowledge of the sufferings, cause of sufferings. So therefore we are thinking all the what we have, name, all these things are nature of happiness, but this is absolutely wrong. So we don't think I have problem. I am a very wealthy, so I can do everything with the money. So where the more lots of improve economic country and people, they have lack of this knowledge about the cause of suffering, because they have lost money and think I can do everything, I can control everything. They feel like this, but they are all are cause for the suffering. So we also don't think they have wrong for wealth, name, and all. Actually, many people understand from one side we can get suffering from economics, our treasures, but we are lack of awareness about it. Without, therefore, we have no awareness, so they are not interested on it, not practicing on it. Actually, they already know they one day our economics, our wealth, our money are destroyed, but they don't analyze about it, not concern. And also they don't think this is the problem of the money. They think this is a problem of other side. So we all have to find all the natures are the base of the nature of sufferings. When we don't think for the problem and wrong, if we don't think about it, if we don't aware about it, then we don't get the aversion for it. So we have to know what is the wrong and what is the right about the objective, what we want to learn, what we want to need. It is quite very difficult to aversion to the while we think about the wrong about the and it, but and also if we look for the attribute of the thing is not absolutely we get the happiness, you know. Actually, unbeliever person sometimes if we have bad attitude about the other person, then our sufferings will increase. Actually, 1%. And if we if we had good attitude for that person, then we appreciate to him. Actually, he's very educated, but he's not good in behavior. So, if everyone see only his behavior, bad behavior, unbehavior, bad activities, so we don't find about his knowledge. Same as if we only view about his education, we don't know his behavior. So don't think only for that, don't think only for the another one. So balance is very important. So nobody can say he's a good, he's a bad. It's because all are exaggerate our mind from our mind, not in reality. Actually, if we don't have financial, we get suffering. We know it. Also, we know if we have lots of financial, this is cause for the suffering. We know it. Therefore, we are doing work, we are doing lots of things to store our financial, for the benefit of financial. Therefore, we are doing lots of things. Then, therefore, we have to find if we have lots of financial, what will happen? And if we don't have financial, what will we get? So we have to keep all the balance, mind on balance. So don't only check only, don't see only for the good view. Sometimes bad things is also very important. So if we have lots of wrong views, then it is cause for the our angry, to increase our angry. Actually, our angry is 90% created by our own mind. This is scientists and both religion believe it. Our own mind. If we angry to that another person, this angry cause from ourselves, not from them. Some, if we have lots of financial and they have lots of more worrying. Some, we hear lots of families when we send our children to the school, they have more worry. And sometimes we feel if the children steal by the kidnapped, we have scaring about it. If you have lots of financial, we know about it. Then firstly we do lots of things for our name, only the name, reputation. Then we get some name and some reputation. Then we try to perceive it, and once it get down, then somebody get lots of depressions. They are all cause of the sufferings. Firstly, we all are doing for the financial. Then when we get some financial, then we are going to increase our name. Right? If I give example, then if someone is lots of riches in the village, and if he haven't a good reputation, people dislike him. Then he try to get some reputation from others. He give. But his mind is only for the name, not for his mind. Then once he loss of his financial, then people will not around him. People will be separate from him. Then when you get older, nobody comes around. Like this. Therefore, all our nearby us are nature of sufferings. They are not limitless. They are very limitless, because sometimes here we have to attend lots of pray. Here, sometimes 3 to 4 hours pray. And when we stay like fold our foot and pray, and after 2 hours, oh, it's too tough, I need to stand up. Then, yeah, you get stand up, okay. Then, after standing up for the few hours, 1 hour later, oh, I need to stay.
Can anyone see Rinpoche? I think Rinpoche's connection may have been a little unstable. So let's just give him a minute and maybe he'll come back. And maybe we can get ready for questions since we're coming close to the time. And I'll send him a note and let him know that we're ready for that. So think of questions for our dear Rinpoche.
Sorry for interrupt my connection. Sorry.
No, I think Rinpoche would be ready for
Yes,
some
yeah.
questions.
Once this router battery finished. Sorry. So,
Maybe
so
you-
I've been just talking for the suffering of changeable sufferings. Firstly, we have some happy, then it's quite later it's changed to sufferings. So they have not ultimate happiness till we become enlightenment. But ultimate unhappy, ultimate suffering are within us every day, every minute. But we can't know it because we don't analyze about it. These all are changeable sufferings. So actually they have lots of examples I don't want to share. So
maybe minutes.
sometimes we are satisfying for the small happiness. This is also wrong. Small, when we get some what we want, if we get it, we satisfy about it. We feel, oh, I get all happiness about it. But we are not totally about it. This can be changed for the sufferers, cause for the sufferings. If we only satisfy this small happiness, we can't get ultimate sufferings, ultimate happiness. We don't want to study for the to change ultimate happiness. So actually it is good when we feel one bread, if we eat bread, this can satisfy it. We are not talking about it, right? It's about the Four Noble Truth is but only the bread can satisfy us, not. If it can satisfy us, we every day can eat bread, but we don't dislike it. So same as, so this for we all have to faithful and respect all the religious, and we have to get study from through all the religions. So this is I want to share. So now all the these comes from that negative comes from selfishness, ego. And this is the most obstacle to get real happiness. Our ego is our view on our selfishness is cutting our happiness. So then if we go deep about the Four Noble Truths, we must have to devotee or faithful belief about Kyavamachi, which is purest and which is next life, right? Life. So this is without this knowledge, we can't cultivate pure compassion and bodhicitta. Also, the third kind of suffering is very relative to our life, purest and future life. Purest and future life, if we talk about future, we have to believe about it. Without belief, is quite difficult to understand the next step of Four Noble Truths. So we will talk about it next session. Okay. So anyone questions, please?
Any questions for Rinpoche? You can please speak up and unmute. Okay, I have a question. So at the very end, you talked about understanding the future life, you know, and that we have this, when someone dies, you know, if we don't maybe want to have an attachment, but we feel the suffering of the loss. So what is the, is there an understanding of that future life or future lives? Is there multiple lives in the future?
I don't understand well what you ask.
So when, is there a way, I guess for us now, when we lose somebody and...
Okay. Oh, yeah, I understand, yeah. So if you mean if somebody who near to us one lost, right? So actually in our in Tibetan tradition, we just how to say control, right? We try to so his stress is to control or how to say. So don't worry, his next life will be okay. We say this, but it's not reason. We don't thinking why the other person is worrying, unhappy. Because we firstly we have to think why he or she is unhappy with it after lost somebody, right? If when we say advice to them, we are not thinking about it. He is worrying and unhappy because when he is or that dismiss person or the another is within us, we have lots of attachment and we have lots of love. Certainly, when the another that one is dismissed, then we are not worrying about his future life. We are worrying, if we analyze deeper, we are worrying about only self. Now one of my love is dismissed. So how do I survive? But many of people's advice, his next will be okay, his next life will be, but this is not a right answer, not beneficial for the team. So actually, if we are worrying about for his next life, it will be okay, surely okay, but this can't be satisfied. His and can't eliminate that the cause of the sufferings. So I always think how one day everyone will be dismissed. Once in the past, during the stay together, if we sincerely love and do best for them, surely we have to proud it. I have done everything with this. So it can't be within us for decades and hundreds of years and longevity. One day we all have to spread is because of the nature of mortality and impermanence. So when we are all together with the persons, be friendly, and so now you have done all what you have to do. This should be satisfy him, no more than we can do. So it will be some loss of some, we can control some worry about it. I think it. If we don't do good things, then why we have to worry? So if we believe next future life, then we have to pray for him, his life, next life, to clean what he had bad deeds. We have to pray for him and to rebirth in the good place and good parents, and if possible, is pray for rebirth in human life.
Thank you, Rinpoche. I think we've come to the end, and I can go to the final prayers that we have. So prayer for His Holiness the Dalai Lama. In the snow-encircled land, you are the source of benefit and bliss. Avalokiteshvara Tenzin Gyatso, please remain in life until samsara end. Rinpoche, do you want to do it in?
Thank you. Okay, then next. We have long life pray for Khensur Rinpoche. Yeah, yes.
May our beloved teacher who endlessly inspires
May
thrones.
our teacher, with his boundless love and wisdom, always find himself strong in body and mind. He can fulfill his vow to awaken us all. With profound gratitude for the multitude of gifts Khensur Rinpoche Lobzang Tsetan continues to bring the sentient beings, we pray for his robust health and long life. And we commit to embracing the path of peace and great compassion he has so brilliantly shown, that our own practice may honor his deepest wish and repay as best we can his boundless kindness.
Dedication of merit. The brave Manjushri and Asa Samantabhadra realize things as they are. Hence, in order to follow their example, I dedicate these merits in the best way.
Okay, with the dedication prize as framed by the victorious one of the 3 times, I completely dedicate all these truths of virtue so that I might engage in the noble Bodhisattva deeds.
May the precious Bodhi mind, not yet born, rise and grow. That man may not born
but increase forevermore. Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you, Rinpoche. We so appreciate all the teachings. Thank you so much for being here.
As you know, last month we have break, and I also don't get to practice well my English, so actually it's quite tough time here. Is so I don't get to study more to my English, so I'm apologize to you all. Okay.
I think, did you want to say anything about Siddhartha Partnership, School Partnership? I forgot to ask you in the beginning.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think most people here are aware of the work that the Siddhartha School Partnership does to benefit the Siddhartha School in Ladakh, which was Rinpoche's legacy project there. If you want to get involved, there's plenty of help that's needed. And so we welcome you to visit our website at siddharthaschool.org.
And also,
Okay, sure.
Tasha gets a link. I don't know if anybody wants to say anything, but we're going to join together now. So I just wanted to give a chance if anybody wants to say anything.
Okay, sure. Okay, thank you. Have a good day to you all.
Well,
Thank you.
Thank you. See you on we'll continue. Okay. Nice job with the English teachings. Thank you.
great teaching.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Happy weekend. Bye.